All right, come on, let's get this cracking.
Can you picture this? Right there, good looking, baby. CYP got another one. I see y'all. Yeah. Can you picture this? You know, rocking with CYPT. Podcast of the D with Clay and the crew. It's like my CTV. They be giving game out so much, you could take the same route. Especially if you take risks, this YouTube view makes sense.
What up, though, and welcome to another edition of the CYPT podcast. I'm your host, Clay, also known as Fearless. Over here we have
Just Niles.
And we got over here
your boy Lance behind the camera.
And today we got family in the house. Yes.
What's up? Glad to be here. Thank you.
My first cousin. Tell him who you are.
Robert Watkins.
And he is with R Watkins Brothers Roofing Company, right?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me, how did you come up with the name?
Basically, just taking the R from Robert and putting it with the Watkins, and hopefully, like maybe one day down the line, me and my brothers can come together and form a big company.
Right. So
R Watkins
you got another brother that does roofing as well.
Yes.
And that's
my older.
Yeah, that's your old. Did you learn like from him, or were y'all pretty much separate all the time?
No, basically, I learned a lot from him as far as behind the scenes.
The business part of it.
The business part. But as far as the skills and everything, people that he had on his team, and got it from that.
Now, you always had like this entrepreneurship spirit in you ever since we was kids. Like, I followed you a lot, you know, in the things that you were doing as like a youngster, like 10, 11 years old.
Who's older?
He's older than me.
You older?
Yeah.
You
Just
the
a couple
cousin?
of months. Yeah.
So that's big. That's big cuz right there. I gotta go over big cuz. Big cuz always was, you know, he always was doing something, making money. So I would go over his house, you know, and we would always go out and find ways to make money. Started with he was shining shoes. You taught me how to shine shoes.
Yeah.
You was a shoe shiner?
Yeah, he was shoe shine. Yeah,
Yeah.
he taught me how to shine shoes, and we were working over there off of Van Dyke and Harper.
Right.
At
Pete's Shoe Shop.
Pete's Shoe Shop. And then also we was dipping ice cream.
Yeah.
And we did some more daredevil stuff. His father was into like skeet shooting. What do you call it? Trap shooting? Trap shooting, where, you know, you got the shotgun and you be like, pull, bow, bow, and you shoot the clay pigeons. So we were the ones that were down in the
dugout. It's called the dugout.
It's called the dugout. They got a little, like a little cement barrier, and you would like go downstairs into, you know, this little dugout, and you had the clay pigeons there, and every time they would say pull, you would put a clay pigeon on there, and then the shotgun.
Oh, and they shooting at y'all.
They shooting at the clay pigeons.
At the clay pigeon.
But the
That you just put up.
You put up. So,
Yes.
you know.
We are the loaders. You know?
we load
go
it.
down and load it. So every clay that comes out is that we put it on by
You have
hand.
to physically put it there?
Yes.
Yeah.
They shooting at y'all.
I'm sure now the technology has upgrown it.
What year was that?
Oh, man.
Yeah, we was. That had to be-
Yeah, I was about to say, it's actually all automated now, so
I
that
mean,
you had
yeah.
to put it there. It's-
Yeah.
But,
Like, that was a way to make money when you go out.
Yeah, so he was a little daredevil, and I'll never forget the first time he told me, "Okay, Clay, you on your own," and he, you know, left me down there, and I'm down there. Man, I was scared as hell, but so, like, you always
Was
The
that
noise.
was that like a club or something like that? Where
Yeah,
was
it was a gun club. It's called a gun club.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And now the existence of it is Central Gun Club, that's out in Belleville, Michigan. Then you have Friendship Gun Club that was out at Port Huron.
I just want to. This sounds like it was a while ago. This was
Oh yeah, I mean,
this
like
was
this
kids.
is
This
yeah,
was
it was
kids.
yeah, it was
no,
back
no,
in the
but his
80s.
dad. This was a black man in a gun club.
Oh
Man.
yeah, oh it's a lot. It's a lot. Even to this day,
Word.
it's a lot. Yes.
So, you know, with that entrepreneurship skill set that you had, we evolved into, after that, what other jobs did you have before you got into roofing?
Oh man, I mean, washing dishes, It's been a lot of jobs.
Okay.
You know?
So when we got into like roofing, actually, you know, we did it together. We were roofing at a tank
local.
plant,
Yeah, it was
local tank
local.
plant.
You did roofing too?
Yeah,
Local 149.
Yeah.
That was the local that we was belonged to at the time.
Okay.
I think we were in like high school.
No, we just graduated from
Graduated
high school.
from high
we
school.
just yeah. We
Y'all
just
talking
graduated.
houses or y'all talking something big?
Commercial
buildings,
roofing.
yeah.
Commercial.
Right out of high school.
Right, yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And it was tough. It was rough.
The money was good.
Oh yeah, it was good money.
for
but
a 19-year-old
Yeah.
just out of high school.
yeah.
I believe that.
Oh yeah.
Me and my cousin Lonnie, I got a construction job a little after high school, and it was rough. But like you said, the money was.
Oh yeah, it was good.
Money was straight.
Yeah, so you know, I didn't hang on.
What was your cutoff?
I remember it was a hot summer's day, and you know
Sun beaming.
sun beaming, and for some reason, like when you get up on the roof, it's like 3 degrees higher.
Oh yeah,
hotter.
you a lot closer to the sun.
And that difference makes a whole lot. There's no shade to hide from.
Ain't the roof hot? So you can't even really
the
sit
roof
on
is
it.
hot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
And we had just got back from a trip from Kings Island. We had a rough late night, and we had to get up like at what time we had to go to work? At like
we had to be there at 6.
6 in the
6 in the
morning.
morning.
So it's still dark. You know, it was dark. We had to prepare ourselves to get up about like 5 o'clock in the morning, and I climbed up the ladder. It was probably about 400 steps to get up to the top. You climb up in sections to get to the top of this building.
You what?
Yeah, man. And I got up there and I just stood up there and I just said, I can't
do it
no
then.
more. I can't do it no
It's
more.
rap.
You see where you going, cuz? I got right back in my car and I just took off. I didn't
You
come
saw
back.
him?
Huh?
Just
well,
drive
I
off?
can't remember that far
Well,
back, but
I remember. I remember the day I quit, and it was rough.
Yeah.
I believe. I think. I don't. If I can recall, I think we both took that day off. I think we both just didn't. But you went back. And And I never went back. So after that, you worked there for a while, and then tell us how you got into roofing off on your own.
Oh well, it was working with these guys is different, and this one guy he saw that it's like, hey man, I see you not here just for a paycheck. It's like, yeah, no, want to learn something. He's like, I got a job on the weekend. All right, cool. So he gave me the address. Weekend came, I pull up. It was a house. Like, excuse me, I ain't never did no house. What's up? He was like, we're gonna show you. So every weekend I'll ask him, hey, you got some weekend work doing residential, and it just took off from there. I was like, oh man, it's something that I can do. So
you worked with those guys for like how long before you just decided to go and do it for yourself?
Well, I say about a good 6 to 8 months. I had enough up under my belt to say, I can do this. Mm-hmm. Once I learned the behind the scenes and get a couple of guys that know the skills, because you didn't want to get out there and can't perform,
Yeah, never want to do that.
Right, so.
Do you remember your first job you got by yourself, and tell me the experience you had with that?
Oh, man. Yeah, most definitely. I think everyone will remember their first job. It was right here on the west side on Pingree, right off of the lodge.
All right.
Second house off the corner. It's a blue house. You can't miss it. Right here by Herman.
You remember that vividly.
Yes, because it was a blue house, and it's 2 types of roof system. One that you can tear off and put back. The other one is you tear off and have to redeck. And this big house here, it was a redeck.
No,
Which one's worse?
Redeck.
What's a redeck?
Redeck is when you have to install plywood.
Okay.
Once you tear all the shingles off and everything, you down to the existing wood, you have to put all new plywood on. That way you have somewhere to nail to.
Okay.
So that was my very first deck job.
So in the 6 to 8 month run that you had with those other guys, you knew how to redeck as well. So this wasn't a new surprise to you.
No, exactly.
Okay.
You have to find out once you do your inspection, your due diligence, you go in the house and you make sure you're looking at it. You know, you right there, you know which way you need to go. Is it a tear off and go or a redeck? In that particular job, it was a redeck. Mm-hmm. And man, the safety on that bad boy, I had a harness. And the reason why I know that, had the harness, the rope, everything tied down around the chimney proper way. But what I didn't know at the time, the loop, it comes around my waist, down, it was touching the ground. So guess what?
What?
If I fall, I'm gonna hit the ground.
It's too far.
It was too much rope.
Yeah.
Man, but before I knew that, before I realized that the rope was touching the ground, I was walking around the roof like I was secure.
You thought you was good.
I thought I was good.
I always wonder how y'all did that.
Yeah.
I thought, but I see y'all up there a lot of times without any gear on.
Well, it depends on the pitch of the roof. You know, if you can walk the roof or whatever, you know, you can get around. But a lot of times a pitch of a house, you know, if it's steep, you got to have some type of safety mechanism. Mm-hmm. You know, you want to go home to your family after you work, you know. But that rope was tied off and everything, but it was touching the ground. When I realized that it was touching the ground, I mean, I was like, I just froze, just freaked out because I thought I was secure up until that point.
You was doing stuff that,
you know, like, hey, you know. But once I realized, like, this rope is touching the ground, had I failed, it was over. It was over. And it was a steep roof.
So let's get back into, so did you price that job right? When it was being your first job, did you make enough money, and how skilled were you in like pricing a job like that?
At the time, I was just excited that I was on my own and I wanted to get the job. Mm-hmm. So I kind of like underbid it. I made sure my guys was paid though, you know. But no, I didn't make what I should have made on that job.
But you was learning while you was
I was learning. Oh yeah, you take, you know, a lot bumps on the way.
You was doing commercial jobs at first, you and Clay, and then you got the weekend jobs for residential.
Yeah.
What made you stay in residential instead of going back to commercial?
Because of the money and the liability.
So it's more money in residential than commercial?
Well, it depends on what size job you get. Okay. You know, but I mainly specialize in the residential, then going back to commercial.
So that's what you specialize in is residential.
Residential,
you will do commercial.
I will do commercial.
Okay, and that's mainly what your brother Donald does.
Yeah, he does a little bit of everything. He has his fingers and toes and a little bit of everything. He has different people in different areas where if a job comes in, he can be able to get it done. Mm-hmm. You know.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So back to safety. There once was a time I remember where we were on that commercial roof, and you know, had like walkie-talkies or whatnot, and came through the radio that someone had fallen off the roof, and they had said that
stop.
So we you know,
I don't
know who we in different groups, you know.
Yeah.
So he's not with me in my group anymore. We were together at first.
Was he the one?
And he had split apart. But then we tried to find out who it was, and they said that it was Robert Watkins that fell off the roof. Now we're on a commercial building, and it's like,
did you say it's 400 steps up?
Yeah. So it's like equivalent to like 3 stories, right?
Yeah.
So when they said that Robert Watkins fell off the roof, like I'm freaking out. I'm going down the ladder. I'm trying to find out what then happened, right? So I get to, you know, his section of the building where they were tearing off. So it's a tear off. So you actually have to, like, you have a pitchfork and you're like tearing the roof off.
Is it the same type of things? You said the residential was a tear off and the other one was
but see a commercial building is flat.
Okay,
you walk around,
so it's flat. So he did fall off the roof, but luckily for him, it was like a landing that he.
It was different sections of the.
You fell off the roof to another roof.
Exactly. We was on at that particular time we was doing a night shift. At the arson tank plant. That's at 12 miles.
They let y'all work on roofs at night?
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. It was a night shift, and I was working on a certain part of the building where we was taking off the metal on the edge, and from the area where I fell down to, probably was equivalent.
So casually.
Oh well, I mean now back then you were scared. You young, you don't know what's going on. It's night, and the tool that I was using had a little weight to it. By me not knowing, once I missed the metal, I should have just let go, but I held on to it and I just went on off with it. So it was like maybe 15 feet down to the lower roof.
Still just so casual.
Yeah.
You said then it was scary. What do you mean by that?
I mean, hey, it's nighttime. You going off a roof? You don't know what's down there.
But now, I'm on the other side using the same tool.
Oh, I know you were terrified
with no barrier. Same, and you fall off that roof.
You were higher up.
I'm sorry, I was higher up on the side that I was working on. So that was one of the reasons too. Like if I'm, I quit.
So you heard him fall. I was like, that was it.
If they'd heard me fall, it would have been over with.
That was the only time you fell off a roof?
Yeah, I mean, far as commercial, but residential, I slipped and fell, but you're not falling no more than about 10 feet.
Still so casual.
I mean, yeah, you fall, but it's but you practice safety.
Right. So you and your guys practice safety. I'm pretty sure that you and your guys, you go through training and stuff like that, so you guys can stay safe all the time. Can you? It was a couple of instances. You do more than just roofing. Like sometimes you may tear down a garage, and my other cousin CJ, you said something y'all was tearing down the job. Can you expound upon that time where
working right here on the west side, this one particular job, the customer decided that the garage wasn't price wise to rehab, so he asked us, can we tear it down? Like, okay, yeah, got the capabilities of tearing it down and everything. So had this job, had my nephew CJ at the time, we was there working, and also his son Cassius was there too, So we pretty much got the garage down to a point where you make one pull and she's coming down.
All right.
Okay. But unfortunately, we didn't have it all clear, and the garage was real weak, and I come out, everybody's out, Cash is out, everybody out, but CJ, he's up under there. The garage come down literally on top of him. I mean, just like
y'all had to be shook.
When I tell you scared, man, I was scared. I mean, he was up under it was a hip roof.
What happened? Like he didn't hear the we about to tear this down thing?
Oh, no. It's not that we about to tear it down. Everyone knew the process of being in there. I'm the last person that comes out of there.
Right.
But unfortunately, he was still in there.
Okay.
Because when I come out, I know that it's ready to come down.
My squad is out.
Yeah, But this particular job, I mean, he was still in there, and it just came down. It was no movement, no nothing. The garage came, and he was in there. And luckily, by him knowing, he just laid down in there. Other than that, he would have got a lot more.
He came out with dust and everything, smiling. But
yeah,
he was okay.
But I mean, he played for a second because I ran over there with an axe. I had my sons there and everything, and we yelling his name. Hey, CJ, he didn't say nothing.
Oh, he balled for that.
Oh yes, yes,
he balled for that.
Yes. And I was like, "You okay? You okay?" He didn't say nothing. I'm chopping with an axe. We get a hole in there. Then he gonna say, yeah, I'm okay. And man, but still, I mean, it could have been a lot worse. Yeah. And that, I make sure, when we tear down garages that everybody's in the clear, because you never know when it's gonna go.
Right.
So you can predict which way it's gonna go and when it's gonna go, but no more.
So those are some of like the side little jobs that you do.
Yeah, cutting down some trees.
Yeah. But your main thing is roofing.
Yeah,
right?
Staying with the roofing.
Yeah. So you got a lot of customers, so you must do a pretty good job because, as far as advertising is concerned, the only advertisement you do is what?
Word of mouth, my business cards, and the biggest advertising that boosted my business was, can you picture this, put this on my truck? I mean, after that advertising was on my truck, it was like
the rolling billboard.
Yes. I mean, like, when you did that for me, I mean, it was like every other day people was calling. And I ask, I ask all the time, hey, where did you get my number from? Oh, I seen one of your trucks here. I seen one of your trucks there. I was like, oh, okay. Mm-hmm. But yeah, advertising off the truck and referrals, doing a good job. People like what they see and, pleased with the work. And that's, basically it.
So, like, tell me, like your customer testimonials, like what do they say about R Watkins Roofing Company?
For the most part, I mean, I'm in it to make sure that the customer is happy.
Like, what are some of the things that you do to make sure, like, they please? How do you follow up with them?
Yes. Just like today, this young lady, she didn't have all the money to get her roof done. So I set up a little payment plan. I met her Sunday, and we did her roof yesterday, which would have been Tuesday. And we did the back of it. And it's just like seeing people, I wouldn't say much struggling, but just
don't have all the money.
They need some help,
and they need
exactly. And I just go in there. I have the materials and everything. I got the guys. I got the equipment, and just go in there and do it, and they can just pay me, how they can.
Mm-hmm.
And I called her today, and she said that she was in the midst of calling me. I don't know if you ever did that. As soon as you about to call someone,
yeah.
I'm just about to call you.
It happens all the time.
You know what I'm saying? And she said, Mr. Watkins, I was just about to call you. I mean, it's raining so hard, and I can walk in the back of my house and there's no water. And just the hear that, it just made me feel good. Like, hey, yeah.
That's one of the things that
make it worth it.
That make it all worth it.
Oh yeah. She can go in the back rooms and no more water.
That's good. Yeah. That's good.
You don't have any social media at all for your advertising?
No.
It's all word of mouth?
Word of mouth and, posting certain pictures and everything.
That's incredible. Because
you use Facebook or?
Yeah, just Facebook.
Just Facebook.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Pictures, or a lot of customers that I've done work for.
Advertise for you too.
Yeah, I mean they put their testimony out there.
Yes.
Like, hey, he came in and he did X, Y, and Z.
Okay. Would you like more business?
Oh, absolutely.
Because we can just blow this thing out the water. So, like, if you done that, like, how would you prepare for that? What would you do?
Well, I would have to bring on more guys, skilled guys that I can trust, that know how to do the job. Because, like, right now, my mindset is one job at a time. Mm-hmm. I like to stay on it. One, complete a job, then I can move to the next to know that this job is completed.
I like the way you move, man. I'll be like, man, I like the way you move. You can get up go on vacation, and you will do it anytime you please. I might say, hey, let's go to Chicago. When you want to go?
Yeah.
Or you calling me, telling me, you shooting, out of town, or you going to another country or whatever. So you have that ability, freedom,
that flex, that
flexibility, just to get up and go. How do you do that?
Oh man, that's just planning, planning accordingly, and I just make sure that I'm covered. If I have a job out, and like I said, one job at a time, I make sure that it's done.
Are you there on site each and every job?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so you're like
now
you working with the team yourself.
Oh yes, most
so
definitely.
You up on the roof. You doing
basically
everything
that you see my guys do. I do too. Mm-hmm. I'm working hand in hand with them to let them know, like, hey, I'm here. I'm not just here to pay you. I'm here to make sure that's being done right, and I don't have to look after everyone. And I just want to make sure my job is done, because when it's all said and done, you gone, you paid. Something goes wrong, I have to come back. You know. Now, it's been times where small things that need to be done, and if I had to leave out of town for whatever reason, I know that they can be able to do it.
Now, what is your specialty like that you only do? Is there anything that like you only do, like I have to do this, or do your guys, can they do the whole job?
The team that I have now, they can do everything. Mm-hmm. But at first, certain things that I say I must do,
right?
Because it's a crucial area. Far as the chimney flashing, that's a crucial area on the roof. Mm-hmm. In your valleys, you have to make sure those things are tight along with everything else.
Okay.
But at one time, I just made sure, like, you know what, I do that, or come on over here, let me show you how I would like it done. Mm-hmm. And then we can do it, and then I can just let them go off and do it themselves.
So, like, are you comfortable enough to just now just have your team do a job by themselves and you not be there at all?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I mean, I can let them do the job, and I can just be there. I don't have to get on the roof. I don't have to oversee anything. I can just be there. My thing is, I like to be there. I want my customers to know that I'm there. I'm just not someone that's signing a check, pushing the paper, and nothing like that. They know that, hey, he's actually doing the roof. He's just not telling these guys to do different things. They're gonna see me there. So if I don't have to actually get up there, no.
No, but that personal touch does go a long way with the customers.
Oh yes, absolutely. Yeah, I see people. I have some. One customer is like, "You actually do the roof?" I say, "Yes, absolutely."
I actually go up there.
I'm up there.
Are you the person that comes and does the inspection too?
Yes. I tear off. I help clean up.
That means a lot. It's like you down with the team.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Anything that y'all can do.
I let them know where I started from. Started tearing off, cleaning up. Mm-hmm. And as time went on, I can do this. I can do that. And that's where I'm at now.
The team that you have now, how long have they been a part of this? Like, or do you frequently get new people?
Well,
how is the retention rate with that?
This year, out of the 7 guys that actually work with me, 4 is always there. In my line of work, you come across different people. They come and go, or if they're available, they'll come and work. I give them a call, say, hey, I got this project on the east side, are you available? I give you the address, the time we're going to show up. And if they show up, they show up, I like for them to show up, but if they don't, at the end of the day, we still going to get it done, Now I have one gentleman who's been with me for like over 20 plus years.
Rock.
You know him as Rock.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's a good guy. He do what he do. So yeah. But to get back to that actual question, if I can just leave them, absolutely, I can leave them. But do I want to? No.
You choose to give the personal touch.
Oh yeah. I mean, if I can be there, I'm going to be there. I may leave, go get lunch, ice or something, or go get ready to get set up for the next job. But 9 times out of 10, if I'm here, I'm going to be on the job.
Tell me, what's the process like? So I've called, I've gotten in touch with you, and I really want your team to come over, take a look at my roof, give me prices, things like that. How does the process go?
Well, basically, you give me a call. We set up a time and date. I come out, do an inspection. Most of the time, it's a free quote. And once I evaluate to see exactly what you need, and we come up with a price, and then we basically go from there.
How long does it take to get a roof up or to fix them or fix a roof?
Like right now, a bungalow or colonial, 15 square or less, we can do it in a day and a half.
That's fast.
Word?
Yeah. I mean, the team that I have, and some
y'all quick.
Some companies, they do it all in a day. It depends on how many guys you have and how many skilled people that you have on your team. If you got 3 or 4 shooters, you can get it done in a day.
I always wondered this. So when you quote somebody a price, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does that price, like, is it etched in stone?
No. It depends on how you word your contract.
Okay.
But me personally, once I give a customer a price, I pretty much stick to it as long as that it's not going to hurt me that bad as far as money wise. If it's something that is unforeseen.
Right. That's what I was talking
what I'm saying? About. Then, of course, I can come back to the drawing table and say, hey, man, we didn't see this, in your inspection and everything. This is what it's going to cost to get this part done. Would you like for us to proceed? Or you can pay that on the back end. We can continue the job, and this portion here can be paid at a later date.
Yeah. So how do you assess, like, a roof that has, like, bad wood? Like, you can't see that, right? And
that's the whole purpose of going in the attic to see exactly what you have.
Okay, so you can see all that from the attic.
Yes, pretty much. You go up there. I have this is my inspection. Go up in the attic and I check around and see exactly what needs to be done, and pretty much what everything is going to cost.
Okay,
and not to say that you overcharge them, but you leave you enough cushion that you can be able to bounce back to say, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this.
Oh, okay. So, okay.
Yeah.
So you pretty much like, I don't know, I'm having some technical difficulties. You guys hear me?
Yeah, I hear you clear.
I got something going on in my mic, but I mean my headphones. But you are a pillar in the community, and you give very good pricing. You got bigger companies out here that, like, you're almost half their pricing.
Oh yeah.
How are you able to do that? Do you use? Tell me about the materials you use. Is this grade A materials? Like how are you? Or are they just price gouging like these bigger companies?
Well, I wouldn't say so much as they price gouging. Is that the system that I use? Basically, I go in, I see the materials that I need. I use A1 quality material. Okay, that's first and foremost. Your material must be top of the line or equivalent to everything that you're putting down.
Right.
And people, different prices, these other companies that comes out, you know, these big names or whatever, you know, they do good jobs as well. But their prices I've seen just in the last month is just, it's crazy. I mean, looking at their price and my price, I see why that they go with me. But the price that I give, I'm comfortable with.
And you can still make a decent.
I make a decent profit.
Okay.
You know, everyone is happy. You know, I don't go in the hole with it, you know. But this one lady, when I came out to her house, she was like, well, this is what they want to charge. I said, well, ma'am, let me do my estimate first, you know. Then you can compare, because sometimes people say, oh, well, you just charging me a little bit less than what they show. I want you to see that I'm competitive. I'm giving you the same quality materials, not only the same type of materials, but I feel I'm giving you better workmanship because I'm out there doing it myself. A lot of these companies, they sub things out. That's what they do, you know. But I don't sub anything out. If it's something that I can't do, I won't take the job. You know, I make sure that it's what I'm doing, I can just do myself. But the materials, no, you can't get around that because your name is on the line.
And how does like the winter work for you? Do you have to like store your money like chestnuts? like how do you cope in the winter, or do you work in the winter sometime?
Oh yeah, you do work. You pick and choose what jobs you want to do.
Okay.
You know, and I tell my guys all the time, hey, you know, it's gonna be cold days. It's gonna be rainy days. So you need to set you something to the side to get you through the winter. You know, and then if you got a good summer going on or whatever, what me being in the business that I've been in is that I pay up 3 or 4 months to get me through, because it gets dry. Don't get me wrong, it gets dry, but you pick and choose what jobs you want to get out there and do, because it's cold.
Is the price higher when you do a job in the winter time, or is it the same?
It's the same.
Okay,
it's the same. No,
wow.
Yeah,
that's integrity. That's it.
I mean, you know, hey, it's up to you. You chose to do this job, you know. It's just that, hey, they want to get it done at this particular time, you know. They money came in, you know, Christmas time.
Christmas.
Hey, do you want to eat, you know?
Is there a base price for roofing, or is every project different?
Every project is different, you know. And you charge according to height. You charge according to how many layers they have on. You know, and then
pitch as well. Like if it's a hard, steep roof, do you charge more for that?
Yes, okay. Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Is that more dangerous? Yes.
Anytime that you can't just walk a roof is dangerous. Well, anytime you go up a ladder, let me say that much, it's dangerous. But you just have to watch your surroundings. I think that you will fall off a roof more quicker than a steep roof, than somewhere where you feel so much comfortable at, you know, because you're comfortable, you know, you just forget what you're doing or where you at.
You just get in the groove.
Yeah, you will fall off quicker. But something where you gotta have your harness on, or you paying attention, you ain't gonna fall off that too quick.
Have you ever fell off with the harness?
No.
Okay.
No.
And anybody in your camp ever fell off with the harness?
No.
Okay.
No.
But that's that safety measure that you just can protect yourself with.
Yeah. And then too, those type of jobs, to be honest, you know, I kind of like pass up, you know. I want I want the safety to be there. And if I feel that it's not too safe for my guys, I won't take the job.
So something like a church with that, you know, them churches had
those jobs.
pitches.
Yeah, those jobs definitely pass up.
Okay.
What else qualifies as a dangerous roof? Something that you're like, no, we can't. I'm not going to touch this.
The structure of it. I mean, a lot of times people just neglect. You know, maybe they have the money and maybe they don't, but the roof is just not stable enough for us to go up on.
Now, what happens then?
They have to find someone else.
Okay.
You know, I just won't take it.
It's like there's falling off. Have you ever went through because the roof wasn't
Not all the way through.
Okay.
You know, like a garage. You know,
your foot might have.
Yeah, your garage. Yeah, you know, like one time I had your other cousin, Lil London. We was doing a small house, similar to one that you had out there in Romulus, and the wood was real bad, and he stepped and just went through the drywall. So we had to replace the drywall, do the roof, and replace the drywall. You know, but yeah.
So what type of like warranty do you give your customers?
The standard warranty that you get from the manufacturers is like 30-year for your materials. But I give my customers a 10-year workmanship. You know, I know that 10 years, anything that will go wrong with your roof, normal, you know, we come back out. Say if you have a leak or something just failed, whatever, you know, we come back out and take care of it.
No cost or was
no cost for our
in there.
Yeah. But you know, abnormal weather, as far as heavy winds, you know, we have
like if a tornado came or something like that.
No, that's not covered up under your warranty.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. But you have sometimes, I mean, you just got to make it right, you know. And it's not all the time, but you know, every once in a while you may, hey, I got a little leak here, and then you revisit, and when you see it, you be like, man, how did I miss that? But okay, I take care of that. You know.
Is there anything I can do as a regular person to make sure or maintain roof integrity, or that is something completely a company needs to do?
No, that's just a company. Only thing I can say as far as a homeowner, resident, you know, just your gutters. If they're not too high, just, you know, keep your gutters clean.
The gutters clean?
Do you offer gutter cleaning services?
Oh, yes. After, but far as when we go out to do a complete roof job, we make sure that the customer gutters are clean of debris. You know, we clean them out, make sure they all attached to the house and everything like that. The downspouts are attached to the foundation and everything. But we definitely make sure that they're clean. You know, and then after that, you know, some people they call us, hey, you know, I want to get a gutter clean. And I just recently had a job last week down here on Chalmers where went out. I gave the lady a price and everything, and I get up there and take picture. There was nothing in the gutters, you know. So I told her, I said, ma'am, who said you needed gutter cleaning? She said, oh, I just never had one. I said, well, ma'am, you don't have nothing in there. You didn't need it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But guess what? She paid me anyway.
Yeah. See, when you
know what I'm saying?
You know,
I mean, I was like, hey,
that integrity.
I took pictures away, you know, take pictures, show customers and everything, right. You know. But yeah, she paid me anyway.
Yeah, man. I once had a guy come out to look at my furnace and say, man, you need to like shut the furnace down. Your house about to blow up, all kind of stuff. And, you know, he scared me, you know, and I was willing to like almost, I said, wait a minute, let me back up. I got another opinion. Yeah. And the guy came out and said, man, ain't nothing wrong with this furnace. Only thing you need to do is like turn the screw right here. You straight.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, you know, I'm in the business to make it right. I don't have to sell myself. You know what you need. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So if this is what you need, my thing is to come out to say, this is how I can do it for you.
Right.
You know, I don't have to sell myself. You know,
you got the receipts and your work speaks for itself.
Yes, most definitely. And it goes a long way. Like that lady, she was like, man, the other guy said I needed a gutter cleaning, but no, here's the pictures here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it only keeping gutters clean, or how do I know that my gutters are okay as a home?
I mean, well, you know, anytime that you come home, you can just look at the corners or whatever, see if anything leaking, or even in wintertime, you have icicles that's froze up on the corners or whatever.
Always,
you know, yeah. So you know, basically somewhere down the line they're clogged up or whatever. You see some leaves sticking out and stuff. You know,
that's what that means.
Well, yeah. I mean, if it's not, you know. or the water is coming over, but you won't know until it's like actually raining hard, you know, and the water is coming over. Like, why is it not going inside the gutters? Because it's clogged up, you know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So, like, with new technology, right? They got all this artificial intelligence and stuff like that came out, right? Is there any, I don't know, apps or anything that can help roofers out? Have that you can maybe not even go on the roof and risk falling through or something like that?
No, I've seen guys who they had those drones. Now, if that's what you're talking about, they had the drones, and they get up there and fly around to see exactly what's what. That's a good thing too, you know, if you have it or whatever. But that's, I mean, far as materials.
So maybe, you know, we used to carry
the shingles,
carrying the
shingles on your shoulder. Yeah.
Elevators to go up there or something like that.
You do have a shingle ladder, you know, and you shoot the shingles on up. You know, we use that all the time.
Okay.
You know, I don't have one personally, but when I get the jobs that requires 2 stories up, I call a certain guy, and he comes out and he shoots the shingles up to me, because all my shingles basically are being delivered on the ground. I don't like my shingles on the roof because you're moving it 2 or 3 times. You know, once they go up, they getting laid.
Right.
We're gonna lay them.
How many stories up will you go?
3 at
3?
the most. Yeah, 3 left.
Jeez. That is so high.
I mean, if I could show you a video that we just did a house on the east side on Townsend by Belle Isle, and it was just a reflection where everybody was doing something. And I walked to one of my vehicles and I took out my camera, and just a reflection, just to sit back to say, man, you know, I came a long way.
Yeah, you shot me them pictures. Was that the pictures that you shot me? You sent them to me.
Was it a little
trucks
video?
Was outside.
Yeah, the trucks. Yeah.
And when I saw that, I was like, yeah, man. I was like so proud of you. I said, cuz doing it. Cuz really doing it. Yeah.
It looked like a big
commercial operation.
Commercial.
You know, the trucks was outside. You know, guys was over here working. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't staged or nothing. He just went back there and sat.
You just saw it.
He just saw the whole vision.
That's that video.
And bam.
I was taking it. Yeah.
I guess you felt so good. You sent it to me.
Yeah, man. I was like, you know what I'm saying? Because I look at, you know, the vehicles and things like that your company, your business put the name out there for me. You put it on my trucks and everything. I can ride around and say, hey, you know, I'm supporting my cousin and he's doing a business for me, but it's going a lot further that people is just seeing it. You know, it's just, when they see it, it's, you know,
I just wanted I never told you that, but I just wanted to let you know how proud I felt when I saw those pictures, man.
Thank you.
Cuz is really doing it. You know, and it made me feel like good inside, because, you know.
That was that moment, man. I just sat back and you know, like, man,
I did this.
I did it. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't given to me, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, I put that work in. You know, you get what you put in.
So let's say I'm someone who wants to get in the roofing, or maybe aspire to have my own roofer company one day. Yeah. How do I get started? What are some of the steps I need to take in order to begin my journey?
Don't be afraid to ask. Ask questions.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And my biggest thing, the guys who work with me, you know, I want them to one day go out on their own.
So there are no dumb questions.
No, absolutely not. You know, that's my goal, is that I want you to go out and do it on yourself. I'm going to come and work for you one day.
You train them for that, to be able to go out and do it?
Well, I wouldn't so much say like train, but show them the way. You know what I'm saying? Teach them. That's my biggest thing. I wanted to be able to teach you something on my job that you can go out and do it on your own. That's how I got started.
True.
You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like someone just, hey, you know, you got to do it this way. Did the class start at 5 o'clock or 2 o'clock, something like that? You get out there and you do it, you know, hands on. That's my biggest thing. I want guys to say, you know what? It not only did he pay me, but I learned something, and I can do it on my own.
Now, there are trade schools that I'm sure do teach roofing.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Detroit Building Trades.
Now, you didn't do that, though.
No. Everything that I acquired along the way, I learned from other guys. And some guys, they will say, you know, you stole it or whatever. I met a bricklayer the other day, and he said, everything that I know, I stole it. But I just look back like, no, you didn't steal it. You just learned.
You learned it.
You learned it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But he was laying that brick too. You know. Yeah. But I learned a lot of things from the guys who I had working for me. I paid out a lot of money to learn too. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted to be in a position where if you don't come to work that day, guess what? It's still getting done. I can do it. You know, I'm not going to get into something that I got to wait for someone else to do to be able to get out. You're not going to hold up my money.
Right.
You know.
So, you know, in business, being your own, you know, having your own business, sometimes it get tough. Like, it gets really tough, almost to the point, and you can't tell me that this ain't happened to you. If you did, I would like beg the difference. Have you ever like wanted to almost give up? And tell me the story behind that, where you like it got so rough and you just persevered through that. If it all that happened to you, because most people that I talk to when they own their own business, it get rough sometimes.
Oh yes. It gets rough, but to say to give up, no. I got to the point where I'm like, man, how did I get here? You know, like, you know, how am I gonna get out of it? You know, what did I do wrong to end up right here? And that right there just motivated me more to keep going. Because I know if I hit that road again, I know how to come out of it. But to just give up, no. I see some of the things that I done in my experience in my career. I put myself in that position.
Right.
You know.
Right.
One job where the sky was blue and I had an open roof. I didn't think it was going to rain, you know. But that night it rained. I mean, it rained really bad. And I had an open roof.
Oh,
you know, and
damages.
Jesus. Yeah, but I put myself in that position that I didn't cover myself. I didn't cover it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you look at it like, man, now I got to take a hit.
So you looked at the weather forecast. The weather forecast.
Oh man, it's blue sky. I mean, when we shut down that day, it was nice. It was just one of them things where, you know, this Michigan, you know, and I knew better.
So it don't even matter if it's clear blue skies anymore.
No,
you covering the roof,
right? But like I say, you know, the team that I have now, that, you know, what we take off, we putting on. You know, we not even using no tarps. You know, that day. You know, whatever we take off, we putting on. We covering, because I've learned, and I put myself in that position to say, man, you know, I put these people lives in danger. You know, I disrupt their household. You know, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
You know, and I had that happen to me twice. You know. And I learned from it.
That was some of those learning.
Yeah, and learning points right there.
Yeah.
But when you say give up, no.
Yeah, so
I got to the point where it was tough. You know, I broke down. You know, but I had to, you know, think about, even though my kids are a lot grown now, but I think about them. You know, no, I'm not giving up.
You got that strong work, that ethic.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah. It's hard.
Your mother really and father really instilled like a good work ethic in raising you.
Yeah,
because I can see that going over to you guys' house. As we were growing up, like you had to get up at like Auntie Betty was not playing games.
Yeah,
you had to get up in the morning and make sure everything bed's clean, sweep the hallway, the whole nine.
Oh yeah, I mean don't get it twisted. That was at your house too. Now because I remember
not like yours.
I mean I remember one time on Lakeview. I mean like vivid. It was maybe like a Saturday morning. We got up and. We at that time we had the rollout couch. You remember that?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? The sofa bed.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We used to play in that. Get folded up in it or whatever. But I remember one time where your dad had came in. He's like, all right, y'all got to vacuum this floor or whatever. So I vacuumed the floor. I just knew that it was good or whatever. But he was like, no, he told Clay, hey, no, it ain't good. So you had to vacuum it over or whatever, but it was the upbringing. I'm grateful for it. Thank God, the parents was there, and I was fortunately to have two father figures in my life. Not only my biological father, but my siblings' father was there as well.
Yeah. So. Cuz tell the people how to reach you if they want to get their roof done.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, you can reach me at 313-350-7940. Leave me your information, and we can schedule a time. I can come out. I prefer you to be there, so you can see and show me exactly what you want to get done because, dealing with customers, you get a miscommunication a lot of times, and you want to make sure that this is what you sign off on. This is what you want, and a lot of times I go above and beyond. I see things that they don't see, and they like, oh, okay, I see where you're going with that. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
But yeah, you can reach me. That's the first and foremost is my number, and word of mouth, a little bit of social media. Facebook or whatever.
Okay. Well, we gonna definitely get you where you need to be. We're gonna get that website going for you. But you stay busy enough with what you got already. But we finna blow you out of the water. So get ready to get some more trucks and some more men.
Oh yeah.
Because we finna do that thing for you, bro.
Okay, I appreciate it.
How far will you go?
Oh man, we have went just 2 weeks ago. I don't know if I'm pronouncing the city just correctly. Ottawa, Michigan.
Yeah.
Up north. We drove 3 hours
to get up there
to do the job. Yeah. Now I done 3 jobs up there. A young black man here in the city. He owns the building where they house the U.S. mail, the post office.
Okay.
We did the post office up there.
Word.
And then it's a cabin. Another gentleman here, he's a contractor, Scott Hamilton. He has me to go up there to one of the cabinets. He was building a deck, and we went up there to do it. It's hey, dealing with certain people, it depends on who they are, or whatever. You travel. We 3 hours away, and the job only take 3 hours. But yeah, we'll do it.
So it ain't no shortage of jobs out here for roofing.
No, I mean, if the quality of the work that you put out, and people is pleased with your work, you're going to get it.
Are you hiring right now?
We always hiring.
Y'all heard that out there.
We always hiring, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's just that, taking one job at a time, making sure that the crew that I have be able to perform at the level that I expect them to.
All right.
Yeah.
Cuz you out there doing your thing.
Yeah, Thank you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Anything else?
Nah, I think that's it.
All
that's
right. Well, anything you want to add, cuz?
Well, I mean, hey, I appreciate you guys coming out. I mean, inviting me. You know, like I told you before, you know, I was just a little nervous or whatever. But like you said, after the first 15 minutes, you know, first 15 seconds, whatever, you know, everything just started flowing.
You can keep going for another hour.
Yeah, but you know, I'm just thankful and grateful that I'm in a position to be able to help a lot of people out here in the city that's unfortunately can't get certain things done when they need to get done. And I go into the houses and see that, you know, water's just coming in. And if I extend my help, you know, that's the joy, you know, me getting up every day. That's to go out there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Put God first and everything else fall in line.
There it is from R Watkins Brothers Roofing Company. Robert Watkins, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, good.
Listening to CYPT podcast. You are listening to CYPT podcast. You are listening to CYPT podcast. CYPT podcast.